Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahatu Samma Sambuddhassa. May Tripajan bless you all. Today we will continue our Dhamma talk with the Udessa Vara in Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Today we are going to learn in the Udessa Vara, we are going to learn how to describe this fourfold mindfulness in Udessa Vara. So let's go to the Desana Pali and then we can proceed accordingly. And Desana Pali, it says in this way, no? Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo. You also read Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo sattanam visuddhya soka paridevanam samatikkamaya dukkha domanassanam atthangamaya nyayasa adhigamaya nibbanasa satchakiriyaya yadidan chattaro satipatthana. We finished this section. And then katame chattaro. Ida bhikkhave bhikkhu kaye kayanupasse viharati ata sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasam Vedanasu Vedananupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasam Chitte chittanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasam. Then dhammesu dhammanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasam. So let's see the meaning here. Katame chattaro. What are these four? Because Buddha, above Buddha said, Yadidan, namely chattaro satipatthana, four foundation of mindfulness. What are they? Katame chattaro. Ida bhikkhave bhikkhu kaye kayanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasa. Bhikkhave monk. Either mean in this sasana, bhikkhu, bhikkhu, kaye kayanupassi viharati. Bhikkhu abides contemplating the bodily ultimate objects as body. And with atapi mean with order. With order. Sampajano. Abhijja domanasam vinaya loke. In this way, you want to take the meaning. Abhijja means that is the covetousness, and domanasa means the grief. So vinaya means overcoming. So having overcoming this abhijja or the covetousness and domanasa grief, he abides contemplating the bodily objects, bodily ultimate objects as anicca, dukkha, anatta. That is the kaye kayanupassi viharati. So in what is this loke? Loke means in the material world or in the body world. You have body world and you have again you have five khandha. Buddha said all five khandha, Buddha, all the five aggregate, Buddha said world. So you have Rupa world or the materiality world, and you have again Vedana world or the feeling world, and you have Sanya world, perception world, and you have again Sankhara and Vijnana world, that means the formation world and the consciousness world. So in this way, Buddha mentioned this thing. And Vedanasu Vedananupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinayya loke abhijja domanasam. So then Buddha come into the Vedana, that means the feeling aggregate, feeling contemplation of the feeling. So then Vedana, he abides contemplating the feeling as feeling with the Atapi means with order, and with the comprehension and with mindfulness. Vinay, abhijja domanasa vinaya, again having overcoming the covetousness and the grief in the feeling world. And chitte chittanupassi virati atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abhijja domanasang. He abides by contemplating the consciousness as consciousness with the ardor, comprehension, and mindfulness, having overcome the covetousness and the grief in the mind world. And Dhammesu Dhammanupassi Vihirati Atapi Sampajano Satima Vinaya Loke Abhijja Domanasang. That means he abides by contemplating the Dhamma objects as Dhamma objects with ardor, comprehension, mindfulness, in the having overcome the covetousness and the grief in the Dhamma object world. So this is the meaning. Now let's go to the Atthakatha. So this is the what's called Desana Pali, and then we go to Atthakatha. What is how they explain this thing? We finish in the Atthakatayam Pana. That is the thing, Mr. Nilesh. Atthakatayam Pana Sarnavasena Cheve Ekanta Sarna Sama. That is finished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me
And
know
then
where.
Yatahi Chatudware. That means here Atthakatayam Pana Sarnavasena, same para, Atthakatayam Pana Sarnavasena, we finish one sentence.
Okay. Then we have it here.
Yeah. Yatahi Chatudware Nagare. That's the thing. Is that the place?
Yes, Bhanteji.
Atthakatayam Pana Sarnavasena Cheve Ekanta Samo Sarnavasena Cha Ekameva Satipatthana Aramanavasena Chattaroti Etadeva. You have underlined in the green.
I think this is the one that I'm highlighting right now. Yatahi Chatudware Nagare
Okay.
Pachina. Yes.
Okay. Yatahi Chatudware Pachinatu Agachanto Pachina Disaya Uttanakang Bandang Gahetwa Pachina Dwarena Nagarameva Pavisanti. So now they have given a simile because you have 4 Satipatthana or the 4 foundation of the mindfulness, and you come into the Nibbana with supporting these 4 fourfold Satipatthana or the fourfold mindfulness. You come into the Nibbana by contemplating. Now you have 1 Magga and 4 Satipatthana like thing we discussed in the last time. So now they have given a simile to understand more clearly. So it says in this way, Yatahi Chatudware, that means Chatudware Nagare. That means just as to a city with 4 gates, humans in the east enter to the city through the east gate. Vidya production mean Uttanakam Bandang Gaheta. Vidya production, or the yielding goods, whatever the yielding goods in their paddy field or somewhere. And then not only that, any production, maybe to sell or to buy, they come into the city with the eastern gate, through the eastern gate. So in this way, they say, again say, Dakkinato, Pachimato, Uttarato, Agachanta, Uttara Disaya Uttanakam Bandang Gahetva, Uttara Dwarena Nagarameva Pavisanti. That means, in the same way, you have You have in this way. Then people in the south enter into the city through the southern gate, and people in the west enter into the city through the western gate, and people in the north enter into the city through the north gate. So this is the meaning there. And along the same line, then නගරමේව උට්ටානක එවං සම්පද මිදං වේදි තබ්බං. Evam sampada midang vedi tabbang. That means in the same way or in along the same line, this also should be known, or this also should be understood. And then nagarang via he nibbana mahanagaran, and then they want to they are going to compare. They are going to compare, and then nagarang via he nibbana mahanagaran. This city is like the nibbana great city. There's a nibbana. And dwarang via attangiko lokuttara maggo. This is the nibbana is the city, and gates are like that of the supramundane noble eightfold path, not the lokiya noble eightfold path. Because whenever you go to the nibbana, that means your magga chitta takes the nibbana as an object. So therefore, this is lokuttara magga. Before magga chitta, you have what is called, you have lokiya attangika magga. Lokiya attangika magga. So therefore, this is the lokuttara magga, supramundane noble eightfold path. And pachina disadayo via kaya dayo. So then you have kaya anupassana, or the contemplation of the bodily object, and vedana anupassana, contemplation of the feeling, and you have contemplation of the mind, and then you have contemplation of the dhamma object. So those are kayadayo, pachina disadayo via. Then that means these kaya vedana chitta dhamma so on the thing are like the east direction and so on. Pachina disadayo, east direction, and then you have the southern direction, northern direction, like that. Those are in this way. And then yatha pachina to agachanta. Then again they explain furthermore this simply explained. Yatha pachina to agachanta pachina disaya uttanakam bandang gahetta pachina dwarameva nagarameva pavisanti evam kayanupassana mukhena agachanta chuddasa videna kayanupassana bhavetva kayanupassana bhavananu bhava nibbattena arya maggena ekang nibbanameva osaranti. So that means those who enter the nibbana by contemplation of the body, you have contemplation of the body means you have chuddasa vidhena kayanupassana bhavetva. That means the practice 14 meditation subjects are like the people coming from the east with their production in the east. That means again I will tell, those who enter the nibbana by contemplating the body objects, that means the practice in 14 meditation subject. What are the 14 meditation subject? In they are coming in the Niddesavara. We didn't touch the Niddesavara still. And we have first Anapana pub or Anapana section. So why Anapana section Buddha included into the Kayanupassana? Because Anapana means you have when you produce up to 4th jhana in the Anapana meditation, and then you want to practice 4 element meditation, and then Rupa Kammatthana, Nama Kammatthana, and then Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana, and then you need to follow the Lakkhanadi Chatukka, and then only you can do the Vipassana. And here, why Buddha mentioned this Anapanasati meditation in the Kayanupassana? You have breath. Your object is the breath. So breath is nothing. When you analyze after producing jhana, you can analyze breath with the practice of four element meditation. Your breath, then you can understand your breath is nothing but multiple rupa kalapa only. So you need to analyze this rupa kalapa. So you need to analyze this rupa kalapa up to its paramattha level. Then you can understand this breath is nothing but rupa kalapa only. So this kaya means group. So then rupa kalapa means the group of subatomic particles. So therefore, Buddha for the Kayanupassana, Buddha entered the what called Anapana Sati meditation in the Kayanupassana. So you have in the Kayanupassana Anapana Sati meditation. That means your breath body, and then you have Iryapatha section, and you have Sampajana section. That means Iryapatha section means your fourfold bodily postures, and Sampajana mean your whatever your bodily movement, like going forward, coming back, like movement. You need to contemplate in Vipassana, and then you have 32 parts of the body, and you have four element meditation, and you have 9 types of channel grounds, starting from the um, swelling and uh, discolored body, and up to the rotted powder like skeleton. So then, therefore, how many? 14 samatha. So 14 meditation object you have in the Kayanupassana. So that's Buddha. That's the Atthakatha Acharya explained here. So then evam Kayanupassana mukhena agachanda chuddasa videna. Chuddasa videna means 14, 14 types of Kayanupassanang Bhavetva, 14 types of bodily objects. Uh, you need to contemplate as Anicca Dukkha Anatta, that is the Kayanupassana. So then, therefore, you can enter into the Nibbana by way of Kayanupassana. So therefore, you have 14 objects of Kayanupassana, 14 objects to the Kayanupassana. Then the meaning here, those who enter the Nibbana by contemplation of the body, practicing 14 meditation subject, are like the people who are coming from the east direction with their production in the east. So that's the meaning. And then again, they explain in this way.
Bhante, in
Yeah,
object, which are
sorry.
14? Here 14 objects we are not describing, no?
Yeah. 14 object not describing here. Chuddhasa Visayan, I describe as Anapana 1, and then Iryapatha or the four body, four body postures is the second, like that. Then 14. Can understand?
We have taken only 3, 4, no Bhante? Remaining are there, no?
3, 4 mean?
We have taken Anapan, Iryapat, Samprajanya, 32
Yeah.
parts, 4 element
Yes.
and 9 channel.
Yes. Then how many? 14.
No Bhante, how 14?
Anapana,
Hmm?
Iryapatha,
Hmm?
Sampajanya, and
Hmm?
then 32 parts.
Hmm?
And then you have
4
four
element,
element meditation, and then
9.
9 channel ground. How many? Nine. There are nine.
And
Nine objects.
okay, that will be 9, 32
Yeah.
parts will be single. Okay.
Okay. Got it. So therefore 14. Here 14 Kayanupassana, you have 14 meditation subject, but you have different objects. Many objects you have. 14 meditation subject you have in the Kayanupassana. So then again say Yatha Dakkinato Agachanta Dakkina Disaya Uttanagam Bandang Gahetva Dakkina Dwarina Nagaramiva Pavisanti. Evam Vedananupasana Mukhena Agachanta Navavidena Vedananupasana Bhavetva Vedananupasana Bhavananu Bhava Nibbatena Arya Maggena Ekang Nibbanameva Osaranti. In this way, they explain up to what called Uttara Disa. Uttara Disa means southern direction. So I will tell the meaning. Those who enter the Nibbana by contemplation of the feeling, as feeling, practice in 9 ways. Right? 9 ways mean Navavidena. The Chittanupassana has, Vedananupassana has Navavidena. That's why they call Navavidena. 9 ways. 9 ways are like the people coming from the south with their production in the south. And then those who enter the Nibbana by contemplation of the mind or the consciousness practice 16 way. 16 way. Here they say Solasa Videna. Solasa Videna means the 16 way. Solasa Videna Chittanupasanam Bhaveta. So then 16 way are they are the people like coming from the west with their production in the west. And then those who enter the Nibbana by contemplation of the Dhamma object has 5 meditation subjects. What are they? You have first you have Nivarana Pabba, and then that means 5 hindrances section, and then you have 12 base section, and you have 5 Khanda section or 5 aggregate section, and then you have Satta Bujjanga or the 7 enlightenment factor section, and then four such or the you have noble um, noble truths, 4 noble truths. So therefore, how many? There are 5. So then Dhammanupassana, Panchavidena Dhammanupasanam Bhaveta, you see the Atthakatha, Panchavidena Dhammanupasanam Bhaveta, Dhammanupassana Bhavana Nubhave Bhava Nibbattena Arya Maggena Ekam Nibbanameva Osaranti. That means those who enter the Nibbana by contemplation of the Dhamma object as Dhamma object, practice in 5 ways. We discussed these 5 ways are like the people who are coming from the north with their production in the north. That's the thing. And then, so therefore, so evam sarana vasena cheva ekanta samosarana vasena cha ekameva satipattanam avaramana vasena chattarova uttati veditabba. That means it is said that a very single foundation of mindfulness, because of the object variability like kayanupassana, vedananupassana, chittanupassana, dhammanupassana and the like, and because of this object variability you have 4 foundation of mindfulness. And but you have only one mug. So in this way you want to know this thing. And then we want to come into the another section, Katame Chattaroti. So Katame Chattaro mean Katame Chattaroti Katetu Kammeta Pucha. Now we come to the we came to the what called Desana Pali. It takes it Buddha address the people in this way, Katame Chattaro, Idubikve Bhikkhu Kaya Kayanupasi Virati, so on. So now they describe in the Atthakatha Charya or the teacher of the Atthakatha, that means Buddha and the other Arahant. So Katame Chattaroti, Katetu Kammeta Pucha. Katetu Kammeta Pucha means the question that is most likely to give the answer just after. Without any long period, just after Buddha give the answer. So therefore it is called Katetu Kammeta Pucha. That means willing to give the answer just after. And then either idahati imasmin sasane. Either means in this sasana, in this Buddha's dispensation. And bhikkhaveti dhamma patiggahaka puggalana metang. Now bhikkhave means this is the way addressing the person who can achieve this dhamma. Dhamma patiggahaka puggalana metang puggala lapana metang. That means the addressing the person who achieve this dhamma, or who is earnestly practice this dhamma. And then bhikkhuti. By one word, because to understand very clearly, to not to in order not to twist in this path. So bhikkhuti patipatti sampadaka puggala nidassana metang. That means the bhikkhu is the term to indicate a person who earnestly strive to accomplish the practice of this Buddha's teaching. Anyepi ca deva manussa patipatting sampadentiyev setthattapana patipatya bhikkhu bhava dasana tocha bhikkhutiyaha. You know, now you are also practicing. That means apart from the bhikkhu, the other people, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, and then you have upasika, samanera, samaneri, and then but nowadays no samaneri, we have samanera, and you have dasasila mata and anagari, agari, and then you have deva, brahma, everybody, right? Other like gods and human also. So then certainly try earnestly to accomplish this Buddha's Dhamma. But it is said that in this way, settathapana patipatya bhikkhu bhava dasana tocha bhikkhutiyaha. That means it is said that the bhikkhu by Buddha, because being a bhikkhu is the best for the practice. Bhikkhu bhava dasanato and settatta. Patipatya bhikkhu bhava dasanato. Patipatya means the practice. So they are the best for the practice because you have many engagement. But for the bhikkhu, comparing to the bhikkhu, they can enter into the learning as well as the practice than the usual people. So that's the meaning here. And again say in this way, Bhagavato hi anusasaning sampatichantesu bhikkhu setto sabbappakaraya anusasaniya bhajana bhavato. That means among those who accept the bhikkhu Buddha's Dhamma, bhikkhu is the greatest. So then setto, bhikkhu setto, Bhagavato hi anusasaning sampatichantesu. That means they accept, among those who accept the Buddha's Dhamma, bhikkhu is the greatest. So and again sabba pakaraya anusasaniya bhajana bhavato. That means they undergo merely all round instruction in this sasana. Merely all round instruction in this sasana. In Vinaya Pitaka, they take, and in Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, everything they take. Even in the Pali language, they take. So therefore, in all around, so you can say all around, they undergo, and then so therefore, and then bhikkhuti aha tasmin setatapana bhikkhuti aha tasmin gahite pana sesa gahitava honti raja gamanadisu raja gahanena sesa parisaviya. What is the meaning? You know, when Buddha had taken the bhikkhu to address, and then the rest of other four disciples, bhikkhuni, like I mentioned, upasaka, upasika, deva, and brahma, so they are automatically taken. That's the meaning here. And then they have given a simile again. Raja gamanadisu raja gahanena sesa parisavya. Then raja gamanadisu mean while when we talking about the kings roaming all around the country or different countries, when we talk about the kings roaming, then the rest of followers also included. So that in this way you want to understand this thing. Yocha imang patipatting patipajati so bhikkhu nama hotiti patipatya bhikkhu bhava dasanatopi bhikkhutiyaha. Again say, if the one who goes forth in this practice, he is named as bhikkhu. by means of the practice. And patipannako hi devo va hotu manuso va bhikkhuni bhikkhuti sankhang gacchanti eva. So anyway, the whoever the practitioner, meditation practitioner, right? Whoever the meditation practitioner, uh, who is a god or a human, who is going by bhikkhu. That's the meaning here. So then, yataha, yataha mean um, as Buddha has said this. Yata aha become yataha. Aha means said. Yata mean as what way Buddha said. In this way, Buddha said this stanza we finish in the in what story? In what story? Somebody tell? Alankato chepi samangcharaya santo danto niyato brahma. Eh?
Santati Mahamad.
Yeah, good job. And then Santo Danto Niyato Brahmachari Sabbesu Bhutetu Nidhaya Dandam So Brahmano So Samano So Bhikkhuti. What's the meaning here? Alankato Chepi Samangcharaya. So even though he is flashy adorned, yet if he is poised, that means his bodily physical movements are calm. So that's the samang charya. I mean, physical movements are calm, and santo mean they are calm, and danto mean they control the five sense doors, and niyato mean very certain to achieve the four path knowledges. So that is the niyato and brahmachari mean Tika says this is the uh, what called brahmachari mean greatest. Tika says it is the greatest. So if you want to say the Tika brahmachari, it says in setta charitaya brahmachari. Setta charitaya brahmachari. So you don't need to go to the Tika. I told Setta Charitaya Brahmachari. That means they have greatest behavior. So therefore, they are the Brahmachari. They are having Brahmachari. And Sabbhesu Bhutesu Nidhaya Dandang. So Danda Nidaya Sabbhesu Bhutesu. That's the way to take the meaning. Having set aside the violence, that means reaching to the noble state of arahant. So therefore they are not taking anything. Even sotapanna upwards, they are not taking the not doing the violent state.
But
And
Danto
yeah,
means
sorry.
Danto. Danto means
Danto mean they are controlled in five sense doors. Got it?
yes.
Controlled in five sense doors. Okay, and then dandam. So brahmano. So because if you are having these type of qualities, then so brahmano. He is the brahmana. Why he is the brahmana? Atthakatha says in this way. Tika says in this way. Brahmana bahita papa samita papa pabinna kilesatahi brahmano samano bhikkhuti cha veditabbo. That means bahita papa samano. Bahita papa mean kept away, because he is the brahmana, because he kept away all defilement. He kept away all defilement. Bahita papa mean kept away all defilement. And then he samita papa mean he is now he because of the samita papa he is samana mean because he calmed down the all defilement. Because of that reason he is samana. And bhikkhu mean pabinna kilesa mean he is a bhikkhu because he he has broken all defilements. That's the meaning here. So therefore, this is for the the Buddha addressed the bhikkhu word. So therefore, now bhikkhu finish. Now we came into kaye, that kaye kayano pasi viharati atapi sampajano satima. In this way, it goes, no? Kaye. Then now you go to the kaye. Kaye ti rupa kaye. Kaye means the material body. Material body is the rupa kaya. Or the kaya is the body of materiality. And again say rupa kayo hi idha anga pachangadinam kesadinancha dhammana samohattena hatti kaya rata kaya dayo via kayoti adipeto. And what is the meaning here? Rupa kayo hi the anga pachangadinam kesadinancha dhammana samohattena. That means, in this way you want to understand this. This kaya refers to the group. Kaya means the group. Samohattena. By way of the group, it is kaya. And then, so the group of the materiality is the kaya. So therefore, in this way you want to understand, because if you analyze, if you can see the rupa kalapa, for example, if you can see the rupa kalapa by practicing the 4-element meditation, and then you need to analyze this rupa kalapa up to its paramattha level. That means this kalapa is a group. So therefore, this kalapa also what is called group or the kaya. So this kalapa has 8 type of kalapa, like patavi, apo, tejo, vayu, vannagandha, rasa, oja, like 8 materiality. And then you have, sometimes you have 9 types of materiality, sometimes you have 10 types of materiality. So therefore, this all material, no any ultimate materiality, they can they arise alone. They always arise with the group. For example, 8 types of materiality, 9 types of materiality, and 10 types of materiality. And not only that, so you have in breath and out breath. You have because in breath, because of the mind produce 8 types of materiality. Because of this reason, your in breath comes into the lungs through the nostril, because of the mind, your mind. And then when coming through the nostril, the sound also attached to that 8 types of rupa kalapa. So then you have 9 types of group, 9 group. So in this way you have 9 types of group, 8 types of group, and then 10 types of group, like in the rupa. And when you go to nama mean when you go to chittakkana or the mind movement, you have again you have group. They exist group. They never alone. They never exist alone. For example, mind cannot arise alone. Mind always associated with the other chetasika or the mental factors. Or that such, for example, now sati is the mental factor. This sati cannot arise alone. Always sati is associated with other chetasika as well as the consciousness. So therefore, any of the ultimate materiality, or any of the any of the ultimate materiality and ultimate mentality, they cannot arise alone, always group. So therefore they are called kaya. So you have 3 types of kaya. So you have breath body kaya, or the we call you have the breath body, that is also kaya. I explain this thing because the breath body has rupa kalapa, 8 types of rupa kalapa, and then 9 types of rupa kalapa. And again you have this other kaya is the karaja kaya. Karaja kaya means your physical body. Your physical body, what is called in Pali karaja kaya. And you have, that is what is called rupa kaya also, rupa kaya. And again you have another kaya, that is the nama kaya. Nama kaya is your mind movements are the nama kaya. So therefore, in this way you want to understand this kaya. Kaya means the group only, not the single materiality or the mentality. Kaya is the group. You can you just understand in this way. And then it is like Hattikaya Ratakaya Dayovya Kayoti ida Adipeto. That means the in this way. That means the body is the group of major and minor material thing. Anga, Pachanga mean Anga mean the major parts, and Pachanga mean the minor parts. So, for example, your head and your neck and your limbs, trunk, like thing, and then you have what called the fingers, and those are the minor thing. So therefore, anga pachanga and kesa dinancha. Kesa dinam means you have head hair, body hair, and you have nail, teeth, and skin, like 32 parts. So therefore, those also samohatena kaya. But when you go to the ultimate level, that's also samoha. That means if you analyze the rupa kalapa, that's also samoha or the group. And then when you analyze the what called the mind movement, that is also kaya. That means all are group. So and then evam yathacha samohatena evam kuchitanang ayattena. So then another meaning they express another meaning also. That means uh, uh, the Hattikaya, Ratakaya, they mean Hattikaya mean the elephant body, Ratakaya mean the car body or vehicle body. At that time you have cart or what called the other one is uh, chariot, cart or chariot. So then ratha mean the vehicles. So then that means vehicle has many parts, and they are also a group. So that's the meaning here. And again say yathacha samohatena. That means in just as in the sense of a group or the heap, just as in the sense of group, evam kuchitanang ayattena. Evam kuchitanam. Kuchitanam mean that is the repulsiveness. Kuchita mean loathsome, repulsive. We call kuchita. So then, just as in the sense of group or the heap, kaya is named again by means of the source of origin of the disgusting thing. Source of origin of the disgusting thing. That means I mean the source of origin. By means of the source of origin, disgusting thing. Kuchitana means disgusting thing. Therefore, it is also kaya. So kaya is named in this way also. And then they say in this way, Kuchitanang hi parama jeguchanang so ayotipi kayo. So Kuchitanang hi parama Kuchitanang hi parama jeguchanang. Parama jeguchanang, that means any disgusting things are extremely repulsive. That is the meaning. Kuchitanang he mean indeed, or it emphasizes this thing. Kuchitanang hi, that means the repulsive things are extremely, disgusting things are extremely repulsive. And again, so ayotipi kayo. So therefore, therefore we can say that the arising of repulsive things also called kaya. Arising, so ayo mean arising of the repulsive thing. Because of this reason, kaya is named. Ayo become kaya, right? Ayoti uppatti deso. Ayo mean then they explain what is called the grammatical definition. This is the grammatical definition here. Ayoti uppatti deso. This is the meaning of word aya. Aya refers to the birthplace. That means the mother's womb. Mother's womb. So ayoti uppatti deso tattayang vachanatto ayanti tatoti kayo. That means why ayoti uppatti deso mean why it say Buddha says in this way. You know, in the mother's womb, you have amniotic fluid, and you know, this fetus, this amniotic fluids, he drinks this amniotic fluid, and the amniotic fluid, after drinking, then it becomes the what called after drinking, and then his urine and his feces also then again put into the amniotic fluid. Doctors know this thing, and then again he drinks this thing. So therefore, this amniotic fluid again, you know this amniotic fluid has hot smell, and all mothers know this thing, and the doctors and nurses, everybody know this thing. uh, Therefore the origin is repulsive, origin is disgusting of us. That's the meaning here. Ayoti uppatti deso, that means the origin. So therefore, uh, that means that these repulsive things come since the origin. Thus, Aya is named. Tattayam vachanato. Ayanti tatoti ayo. So therefore, these repulsive things comes since the origin. Thus, Aya is named. So therefore, Ke ayanti. Ke ayanti mean kuchita. Iti kuchitanang ayoti kayo. So therefore, in this way, origin of the disgusting is the Aya. Aya become Kaya. So therefore, in this way also Kaya, they finish Kaya description. Okay, and then Kayanupassi, they again we came into the Kayanupassi, because Kayanupassi, in what way Buddha explained this thing? Katame Chattaro, Ida Bhikkhave Bhikkhu Kayanupassi Virati Atapi Sampajano Satima. So then Kayanupassi, now we finish Kaya. Then we came into Kayanupassi. Kayanupassi. What is the meaning of Kayanupassi? The Kaye Anupassana Silo. Va kayang anupassa mano. Or we can say kaye anupassana silo kayang va anupassa mano. This va means o. That means kaye anupassana silo. The one two things here. What is the kaya anupassi mean? Kaye anupassana silo. This sila is not the virtue or the morality. This sila is the nature or habit, the meaning of nature or the habit. This is the meaning here. Sila. So anupassana sila means the one who is having the habit of contemplation of the kaya or the bodily object. That's the one meaning. Or kayang va anupassamano. That means one who is contemplating the bodily object. That's the thing. Two meaning. Kayanupassi means two meaning. One meaning, one who is having the habit of contemplation in the bodily ultimate objects as body, and then one who is contemplating the kaya or the bodily ultimate object. That those are the meanings here. And kayeti cha vatvapi puna kayanupassi iti dutiyak gahanam. And again they say, because Buddha here mentioned Kaya, Buddha first mentioned Kaya and then Kayanupassi. Two things belonging to the Kaya. So therefore, it has Kayanupassi. So that is the second time. So why is it? Why is it? Asammisato vavatthana gana vinibhogadi dasanattam katanti vedi sabbam. So what is the meaning here? Asammisato. Asammisato means missato means sammissa, or we can say sammissa means mix, and asammissa means not mix. So then, because not to mix means you don't when you contemplate the Kayanupassana. In the Kayanupassana, that means in your body you don't have Vedananupassana. That's the meaning. And you don't have Dhammanupassana in the Kaya, and you don't have Chittanupassana in the Kaya. So therefore, Kaya is only Kaya, not the other for Arupa Dhamma or the Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara and Vijnana. So therefore, asammisato. One is not to mix. The other one is Vavatthana Gana Vinipogadi Dasanattam. Here that means for here this is Attham means you can say ultimately we have Attham, Dasanattam. Attham means for the for Vavatthana. Vavatthana means for the discernment. Discernment of what? Discernment of your Rupa Kalapa. After producing the Rupa for element meditation. And then you need to discern every 32 parts, and you need to discern every 6 sense doors, and you need to find out what is your Kammaja Rupa or the Kamma born materiality. You need to find out your Chitta born materiality or the consciousness born materiality, or you need to find out what is your Aharaja born materiality or the nutriment born materiality. And you need to understand, you need to see, right? You need to see through the jhana light or the for element light. You need to see the other temperature born materiality. So all four types of materiality, as well as you have 4 great elements and 24 other derived materiality. So all you need to see, and you need to analyze. So therefore, that is the Vavatthana. And then Gana Vinibhoga. Gana Vinibhoga means that is the breaking down of the compactness. You have compactness, like you think that your body is having single continuous thing. Your body is like a uniform. It's not the uniform. Your body is not the uniform. So therefore, that is the continuity. So you need to break this. You need to break this. That is what is called Gana Vinibhoga, breaking down of the compactness. So what here, now here it says in this way. So therefore, Gana Vinibhoga Adi Dasanattam. Adi, then again so on. Then discernment of the bodily parts, and breaking down of the compactness. Gana means the compactness. So if you, for example, you have 3 types of compactness. You have 3 types of compactness for the rupa or the materiality. What is that? That means one is the Santati Gana. Santati Gana. Santati Gana means compactness of the continuity. So if someone sees this physical body of this grass body as a unique continuum, as head, neck, and trunk and limbs, like this, and but then what happens? You cannot see the subatomic particles. You cannot see the subatomic particles here. This is called Santati Gana. Santati Gana. That means you see your body is like a uniform continuity. So that is so therefore you are not seeing now your body is made up of Rupa Kalapa, and Rupa Kalapa made up of another ultimate materiality. In that way, if you are not seeing, this is the Santati Gana. And then you have again Samoha Gana. Samuha Gana means if, say for example, the meditator who practice up to Rupa Kalapa stage in the four element meditation, and he cannot analyze the Rupa Kalapa up to its Paramatma level. That means, but these Rupa Kalapa are the Samuha, or these Rupa Kalapa are the group. So this, if he cannot break this group state, that is what is called Samuha Gana. So Samuha Gana means the then compactness of the group. Because although meditator sees the Rupa Kalapa, but he can't analyze them up to its ultimate level. So that is the Santati Gana. And then you have Kicha Gana. Kicha means the function. So therefore compactness of the function. Compactness of the function. So you have compactness of the function of each ultimate materiality. So you have, that means the function of one type of ultimate materiality is different from the others. So therefore, while practicing insight meditation, not while practicing the samatha state, samatha jhana, or whoever practice for element meditation, not as samatha yanika vipassana, and then to both of them, while practicing insight meditation, meditator must try to differentiate all types of materiality systematically. How he understands by discerning the characteristic, function, manifestation, and proximate cause. What is called Lakhana Adi Chatukka. Lakhana Adi Chatukka mean four. Lakhana Adi, Lakhana so on. Lakhana mean characteristic, and Lakhana Rasa mean the function, and Lakhana Rasa Pachupattana mean the manifestation of the materiality and mentality. And then again you have um, um, Padatthana. Padatthana means the proximate cause of each materiality or mentality. So therefore, you need to clarify and verify and analyze this Rupa Kalapa. Each Rupa Kalapa you have ultimate materiality. This ultimate materiality you need to analyze by four ways now. How four ways? Characteristic, function, manifestation, and proximate cause. Kaye Kayeti Vatta Puna Kayano Pasiti Ti Dutiyak Gahana. So therefore, that's the meaning here. And then so then Gana Vavattana Asam Misato Vavattana Gana Vinibhogadi Dasanatan Katanti Veditabbam. If you did not break down this compactness, you can never realize Nibbana. Please keep in mind. That's very important. And then Tena na kaye vedanānupassīvā chitta dhammānupassīvā. So this Atthakatha description is very, very important to you, because you now this Atthakatha charya also say Tena mean because of that reason na kaye na vedanānupassī. Kaye na vedanānupassī mean whenever you practice kayanupassana, you never find vedanānupassana. That means you cannot find vedana in the body. This says in very clearly in Atthakatha. This is not the Arahant idea. This is the idea of the Buddha, because Buddha is the greatest. So therefore, Buddha says, Kaye na vedanānupassīvā, or chitta dhammanupassīvā. You can't contemplate the kaya in the chittanupassana. You can contemplate the kaya in the dhammanupassana. Right? So in this way you want to understand. But what happened today? Today, many meditators doing vedananupassana in the body. So therefore, it is it is never conductive to the nibbana. Keep in mind this, very important. That's why this Atthakatha, everything up to nibbana Atthakatha mentioned. So without Atthakatha, we cannot practice this path. So Athako Kayanu Passi Yevati Kaya Sankate Vatusming Kayanu Passana Kara Seva Dasanena Asammisato Vavattanam Dasitang Hoti. That means because of this reason, because of this reason, there is no contemplation of feeling. That is the tena kaye. Also, then I will tell tena na kaye vedananu pasi. Tena, because of this reason, kaye na vedananu pasi. There is no contemplation of feeling. And chitta dhammanu pasiva. Chittanu pasiva, dhammanu pasiva. Therefore, there is no contemplation of mind in the body. So therefore, there is no contemplation of Dhamma object in the body. So you need to understand this thing. And then, Athako Kayanu Passi Yevati Kaya Sankhate Vatusmin Kayanu Passana Karaseva Dasanena Asam Misato Vavattanam Dasi. Dasitam Hoti indicated the discernment. Sorry.
Bhanteji, I think lost you when you were about talking about the Kayanu Pasi
Really? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Kayanu Passi Yeva. Okay. That means Athako Kayanu Passi Yeva Ati Kaya Sankhate Vatusmin Kayanu Passana Kara Seva Dasanena Asam Misato Vavattanam Dasitam Hoti. That means so with regards to the very body, point across, which is the contemplation of body and nothing else. Asammisato, nothing else. That means not mixed with the Vedana Anupassana, so on. And Dasita Vavattanam, Asammisato Vavattanam Dasitam Hoti. That means, therefore, without mixing indicated the discernment as that means that is not mixed. And tata na kaye anga pachanga vinimutta ekadammanu passi nama. Ekadammanu passi. Tata na kaye anga pachanga vinimutta ekadammanu passi. Ekadammanu passi mean, what is the ekadammanu passi mean? We call this single uniform body, something like that. So there, furthermore, in the body, there is no uniform single phenomena. Ekadammanupasi, no vinimutta. Vinimutta means without, without. That means in the body, there is no any uniform single thing to contemplate. And then anga pachanga vinimutta. So you have in the body you have major and minor body parts. Only you have major and minor body parts, and then you have no continuous uniform thing. And then napi kesa lomadi vinimutta itti purisanu passi. So again, on top of that, there is no man, no women to contemplate, but you have head hair, body hair, so on only. And then napi yopi chetta yopi chetta kesa lomadiko buhuta upadaya sankhato kayo. Again say this kesa lomadi, head hair, body hair, and such type of 32 parts of the body. Now these are the 32 parts of the body. And then bhuta upadaya samuha sankhato kayo. That means the bhuta mean, bhuta mean mahabhuta, or the four great elements. Upadaya rupa mean bhuta upadaya samuha. Samuha mean, the group. So then bhuta group and some upadaya group. That means, now again that head hair, body hair, so on. Body is the four great elements and derived materiality, nothing else. That's the meaning. And tattapi na bhuta upadaya vinimutta ekadammanupassi. They are also they are also no uniform thing apart from the four great elements and derived materiality. That's the meaning. Ekadammanupassi means no single thing, but you have bhuta upadaya. Bhuta upadaya rupa means bhuta means the four great elements and derived materiality are the other thing. Upadaya. Atthako rata sambaharanu passako viya anga pachanga samuhanu passi. And again, they say the simile in this way. Atthako mean and then, or Atthako, and then also we can say, and then the one who searched the major and minor body parts is like that of one who checks out the part of a vehicle, car, or cart. Anga pachanga atako rata sambhara or chariot or cart, like that. So, and again, Nagaravayava Anupassana Kovya Kesalomadi Samohanupati. Kesalomadi Samohanupati, the one who is different the 32 parts of the body, he is like that of Nagaravayava Anupassa Kovya. He is like that one who is checking the constituents of the city. And then Kesalomadi Samohanupassi, and then okay. And then Kadali Khanda Pattavatti Vinibhujakovya Ritta Vinivetakovya cha Bhutupadaya Samuhana Pasiyevati Nana Pakarato Samuha Vaseneva. Okay, then the other example also they say, what is this Bhuta Upadaya Samuhanu Pasiyeva. That means the one who contemplates the four great elements and the derived materiality is like that of a Kadalikhanda Patta Vinibhujakovya Ritta Vinivetakovya. Ritta Mutti means, the empty fist hand, what is called Ritta Mutti. So then it is like the one who contemplates the four great elements and the derived materiality is like that of the seeker who is trying to find the empty hand or empty fist hand of somebody. And again, two examples. Again, Kadalikhanda Patta Vinibhujakovya. Vinibhujakovya means, there is a separate. Vinibhujati means separate. Vinibhujako means one who separates. So then the other thing, Kadali Khanda means, Kadali means the banana tree. Banana tree, what is called Kadali, or banana also Kadali. So then you have Kadali Khanda Patta Vatti. Patta means, there is the Kadali Khanda Patta Vatti. That's the, this Kadali Khanda or the banana tree, you have a trunk. That trunk, when you peel off this trunk or the as a bark and up to the leaves, bark and the leaves. Usually Kadali Khanda or the this Kadali Khanda means the trunk. the banana trunk, Pattavatti Vinibujako. The Pattavatti Vinibujako means not the leaf, right? Actually, this is the peeling. So this in this way, the one who try to separate the banana trunk by peeling off the bark, we can say in this way. This bark, the long gutter-like thing wrap around the in the you have middle hard one, not a very hard one. That is also comparing to the tree. It is not a hard one. These long gutter-like thing. So they are wrapped around that middle core. So therefore, they are, we can say, bark, right? And then that means he is similar to the one who contemplates the four great elements and derived materiality. So they are telling, they are explaining what is called actually what they are explaining. They are explaining this Ghana Vinibhoga, or the compact breaking down of the compactness. Still they are explaining this thing. And then Dasane Kaya Samuha Vaseneva in this way, Rittamurti Vinivetako Viecha Bhutupadaya Samuhanu Pakiyevati Nana Pakarato Samuha Vaseneva Kaya Sankhata Vatuno Dasanena Gana Vinibhogo Dasito Hoti. In this, actually, so in many various ways, Nana Pakarato Samuha Vaseneva. So in many various ways to point out the very group nature, Samuha Vasena, very group nature of this body, the breaking down of the compactness of the materiality is indicated. So then that's the meaning here. Gana Vinibhogo Dasito Hoti. The breaking down of the compactness is indicated here. And then, because why in this sutta, Buddha saying compassion for us, Buddha give the Dhamma Desana, and then Buddha and the other Arhants, they taking many different examples, they need to emphasize the Gana Vinibhoga, or the what called, that is the breaking down of the compactness of the body or the materiality. And then Nahiyata Yathabutta Samoha Viniputto Kayova Ittiva Purisova Anyova Kochidammo Dissati. Actually, here, certainly in this Kaya, or in this body, it is not to see a body or man or woman or any other thing except from the above mentioned group nature. That in that way you want to understand this group nature only you have. No man, no woman like that. And Yathavutta Dhamma Samuha Matte Eva Pana Atthakatha Satta Michabi Nivesan Karanti. So therefore, but the beings develop wrong belief in many different ways. Even though on this group nature of the materiality that we mentioned above, Michhabhinivesan means Satta, Michhabhinivesan means they enter to that group nature. Without seeing this group nature, they enter by way of, or based on the Michha Ditti. That's the meaning. So therefore, Tenaha Purana. Purana means these are the teacher in the ancient period. Tena Ahu. Purana Tena Ahu. Tena Purana Ahu. Because of that reason, because of this Michha Binivesa, or the wrong belief, because of this strong belief, we see this as being man or woman or like that. So therefore, this former teacher or ancient teacher said in this way, Yang pasati natang dittang, yang dittang na pasati, tang na pasati, apasang bhajyate mulho, bhajyamano na muchati iti, gana vinibhogadi dasananti buttang. So again, this former ancient teacher also, they create this stanza. They create this stanza, and because this stanza also based on the Gana Vinibhoga, or the breaking down of the compactness. They need to emphasize the breaking down of compactness. So therefore, this stanza made. So yang pasati means this is the third person singular. So therefore, somebody our subject is hidden here. So therefore, we need to take he or she. So what he or she sees, so we can say, so pasati, so young pasati. What she or he sees, and natang dittam. It is not the really seen. And young dittam na tang na pasati. Young dittam, whatever is seen. Tang na pasati. He doesn't really see it. Na tang pasati. Apasang kajjate mulho. Apasang mulho kajjate. In this way we want to take the meaning. Apasang means, this is the present participle. Present participle. Apasanto, apasanta, like, This bhajyamano means, again, that is also present participle form. So we have many different present participle forms. So apasang means not seen. The not seen, apasang mulho bhajyate, not seen really. Then the mulho means this fool or foolish one. The fool bhajyate is captivated or is bound. Is bound by the defilement, And then bhajyamano namuchati. That means whoever captivating the fool, bhajyamano, captivating the fool, is not namuchati. It's not released from the sansara. Namuchati means it's not released from the sansara. What is that? What is the meaning? How they if they captivate by the defilement, and then how they are not released from the samsara? That means Tikka explained in this way. That means the Tikka says in this way. This thing. Tikka explained in this way. Yang pasati, yang itting purisam va pasati. Yang pasati, yang itting va purisam va pasati. Nanu chakkuna itti purisa dassana nasti iti. Okay, what is the meaning? Yang pasati means yang itting va purisam va pasati. What is the meaning? That means the meditator sees, or not the meditator only. We can say he sees a man or woman. But actually, this is not the proper way to see. You need to see everything. So that means
Bhanteji,
if the meditator or if somebody he doesn't see the nama and rupa state. That means he okay. What?
we'll lost you for some time, maybe like
Really?
30 seconds. Yeah.
Yang pasati, like thing, no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yang pasati, see, yang itting purisangva pasati. That means somebody sees a man or woman, but actually that is not the proper way to see. The proper way is the materiality and mentality, nothing else. So in this way you want to see, but to see this level, you need to have jhana or a four-element meditation, upachara concentration, and then you go ahead. And up to that you cannot understand in this way. And actually, if we said man or woman, but we need to take the other also. This is my son, this is my daughter, and this is my father, this is my mother, this is my kith and kin, and this is my relative and friend. Both are same. Kith and kin mean that's the early we use, no? Sometimes you may remember kith and kin mean relatives and the friends. So then, not only that, inanimate thing also you need to consider here. Inanimate thing means this is my car, this is my house, this is my land, property, and this is my gold, this is my money, like that. You are thinking because of that reason. This is not the proper way. That means yang pasati tang natang ditta, natang dittang, yang dittang tang na pasati. So actually, in the Tika, it says in this way then Purisangva nano chakuna purisa iti purisa darsana nasti iti. Then they ask in this way question, is not there a scene like man or woman by the masculine eye? Chakuna means by the masculine eye. So then answer is Satchametam. That's true. That's true. Then again say, itting passami, purisang passami iti pana pavassa sanyaya vasena, yang passati iti buddhang micha dassanena va ditya, yang passati natang dittam. Okay, what is the meaning here? That means itting passami, purisang passami iti pana pavassa sanyaya vasena. That means I see a man, I see a woman, like thing comes because of the existing perception. And thus it is said as yang pasati. Yang pasati iti buddhang. And again, in this stanza said in this way. And natang dittam. Natang dittam. And then natang dittam means Sang rupayatana nahoti iti atto viparita gaha vasena nicha parikapita rupatta. That means the Nathan Dittan means that Rupa object is not there because taking the object in proper way. You are taking the object in proper way. Because of that reason, Rupa object is not. Kesadi Bhutupadaya Sankhata. Again,
Bhante
Mr.
ji,
Nilesh, again. Yes.
sorry, we lost you again, but I think it might also be because of the connection, and we are almost at the time now.
At the time now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I will tell you what this Tika says in this way, right? That means actually this is the seen as head hair, body hair, like 32 parts, and four elements and derived materiality. So
So, apasam bhajyate, that means not seen properly. Not seen properly, the fool is bound up. That which means he's not seen the five aggregates, and as he doesn't see the five aggregates as they really are by the wisdom eye. So therefore, instead he sees this. Instead he sees this I. This is I. This is avidya towards somebody. If you have avidya towards somebody, you have tanha. Tanha means craving, and upadana also. Upadana means clinging. So if you have avidya, tanha, upadana, and then you do out of these three, you do kusala or akusala things, and then those are the sankhara. So because of this sankhara, your karmic power is generated. So this karmic power gives the next birth. So therefore, you accumulate in this way different lots of seeds to the next life. Therefore, na munchati. Na munchati means you are not freed from the samsara. So that's the meaning here. So in this way, we finish up to here, and then next day we finish. We want to finish this Uddesavara now. Little we have. So after finishing this Uddesavara, we want to go to Niddesa. Niddesa is another big story, another big area. Okay. Any question? Now 8. Maybe
Actually,
now.
when we asked about 5 to 10 minutes, it was lagging a lot, or we were not able to hear you properly. I would
Really.
request that next time also we start with Yang Pasating Natang Diktang, and uh, the description, it was all kind of breaking up.
Right. Okay. Maybe I hope the what called the video also, because if I on the video, signal doesn't come very clearly. Okay. Next time, Natang Ditang, from the Natang Ditang, do you want to start? No. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Bhanteji.
Okay.
So, question, Bhanteji. So,
Yes.
in order to do the Kayanupassana, we basically first have to go through the Anapanasati, the 4 jhanas, and then the 4 element meditation, and then the Kayanupassana.
Yes, that's good. Good. Your understanding is good. That's the way. For example, that's the way. That means you need to develop up to 4th jhana first, because this Anapanasati meditation, Buddha mentioned not to the Suddha Vipassaka or the pure insight meditator. This is for the Samatayana Vipassaka. There is Atthakatha says when you go to the what is the Nidesa Vara Kayanupassana Anapana section. We found this in Atthakatha say this is not for the Suddha Vipassana, this is for the Samatayana Vipassana. So thereafter you need to develop 4 element meditation. Then only you can understand your Rupa Khanda or your Rupa aggregate or the materiality aggregate. And thereafter you can practice the mentality or your Nama Khanda. 4 types of Nama Khanda: Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, such type of thing. And if you understand these things, this is your dukkha satya understanding. Analyzing, right? Analyzing this thing in such a way. So this is the dukkha satya understanding. Okay, good. Your point of view is good in this path. Another question? Do you have, Mr. Lish, another question or somebody?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. No question? Maybe no. Okay, then let's meet next time, and we share the rest. Idam me punyam asavakhaya vaham hotu. Idam me punyam nibbanasa pachayo hotu. Mama punyam bahagam sabbe sattanam bhajemi. Te sabbe me samam punyam bhagam ladantu. Sad, sad, sadhu. Okay, see you then next time.
Thank you, Bhanteji.
Okay,
Start.
Bhante. Nibbana. Okay, then see you then.
Vandami. Thank you.